Hi, this is Mike of the Michael W. Hall channel. This is part 3 of musicianship training ear tests for level 4 students taking the RCM exam in the near future. So I would like to share with you a couple of categories here: clapback and playback. Now, the clapback has to do with listening to a melody and clapping it back. That can be a little distracting at first, but just open the mind because and listen and relax when you listen, because the examiner will play the melody 2 times. Then the student will clap back the rhythm. This doesn't have anything to do with keys. This has to do with you hearing it, hearing the melody, and then being able to mimic the rhythm. So again, the examiner will play 2 times. The examiner will identify the time signature and count off 1 measure. So you're not thrown in the middle of nowhere. The measure is counted off. You have the time signature. So the time signatures that will be chosen from are as follows: 3/4, 4/4, and 6/8. 3/4 time, common time 4/4, and 6/8, which is compound meter. It's 2 to 4 measures long, only 2 to 4 measures long, and the note values, the range can be whole notes, dotted half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and then dotted rhythms. You have the dotted quarter followed by the eighth note, and then you have the dotted eighth followed by the 16th. So I will clap. I know it's going to be a melodic, a clap back to a melody, but I'm going to clap a few rhythms for you based on these time signatures, and then we'll play some melodies. So again, it can be whole notes, dotted halves, half notes, quarters, eighths, dotted quarter followed by an eighth note, dotted eighth note followed by 16th. So here's something in 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. And again. Here's an example in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a very good clap. I'm not a flamenco dancer, that's for sure. Okay. Let's try that again. 2, 3, 4. See, I'm trying to mix up some note values. Now let's do a melodic example. And this is what you'll be listening for ultimately. So this is 6/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4. And let me give you one in 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, for springtime. I'm not sure those are identical. Let's do some more. You got to make sure these are identical because the examiner's going to play them twice. I'm trying to make them complicated enough, but let's do a couple of simple ones. So 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. A second time. 1, 2, 3. 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Now the second part of this is the actual playback. You'll play the melody back. The examiner will play a melody twice. They will give you the tonic triad one time. So they'll play a given key. They'll play a tonic triad. For instance, if you're in D major, they'll play the melody 2 times, and you will actually play it back. Now, the melodies are based on the first 5 notes of the following scales: D major, A major, G minor, and C minor. The melody could start on the first, third, or fifth note of the scale. So the melody could start on the tonic, the first note. So in other words, if it's in D major, it could start on D. It could start on the median, which is the third note. It could start on F sharp if you're in D major. It could start on the dominant note, which is the fifth, which is A. Now, before I go into these, we'll do all this again. Forgive I do one take on these. I just want to help you guys. I know everybody very well that I'm reaching here. But let me explain more details here so you'll put your mind at ease. The scales you learn to play playback is not the same as learning the technical scales. Those scales you want to, on the technical test, you need to have memorized several octaves at times. Sometimes they're 1 octave, sometimes 2. But there are a lot of shifts, there are a lot of finger combinations. The examiner's looking for more than just reciting a scale. This has to do with just using scales to play a melody, and as simple as you can make it, so you're not thinking about shifts and fingers, and you might at a later level, but now you want to be able to just play through the melody and play through a simple scale. So the scales you need are the simple scales. Let's start with D major. You can play it. There's one from level 1 or 2, I think. You could play it in first position. I played second position with open string, so I combined those. Or I could just play first position, there are a lot of open strings there, so you can use the D major in an earlier level in your scale book. There's one an octave higher that starts on the second string, 3rd fret. Now let me back up a minute because you only need to know the first 5 notes. So that first scale, I showed you the whole scale, but you really need to know the first 5 notes, and that's it. D, E, F sharp, G, A, or D, E, F sharp, G, A, or you could use an open string. D, E, F sharp, G, A. Now the melody can start on the tonic, the first, the third, the median, or the fifth, the dominant note. The melody can start on one of those 3 notes out of the 5. The examples will be 6 to 8 notes long. Now we've gone over note values in the clapping, so you need to be aware of those note values and understand dotted rhythms and that kind of thing. But the notes, the examples will be 6 to 8 notes. Now that's D major. A major, there's one in level 2 that's really excellent. In second position, yes, there's no open strings in this one, but it's very easy. You need to know the first 5 notes. You could use open if you want, or A, open B, C sharp, D, E, or just play the second position, A, B, C sharp, D, A. And as you know, the melody can start on the tonic, median, or the dominant, first, third, or the fifth note of the scale. So know those scales extremely well. There's no stumbling through fingers or anything like that. G minor, we did D major, A major, G minor, which we can do a simple scale, G, A, B flat, C, D. We only need to know 5 notes. G, A, we keep doing more. G, A, B flat, C, D. G, A, B flat, C, D. C minor, let's do, starting on the second string, first fret, first position, C, D, E flat, F, G. First 5 notes of C minor. C, D, E flat, F, G. So the examiner will play the melody twice. The first time they do, they'll give you the tonic triad once. And then just play the melody. It doesn't say anything about introducing, counting the time or anything. Not for this. That's for clapback. Melodic playback. Here is something in D major. So here's the tonic. And again. Let's do another D major. Here's a tonic. We'll do something, another melody. And again. One more on D major. Again. Let's go straight to A major now. We're doing A major. Here is the tonic. A major triad. All right. Second time. Here's another A major example, and here's the tonic, A major tonic, the 1 chord A major. Second time. One more A major example. Second time. Here's G minor. We're going to G minor. G minor. Here's the tonic of G minor. A little clearer. Second time. Second example of G minor. Second time. One more of G minor. Here's the tonic. Once more. And now we'll go to C minor. Here's the tonic of C minor. Second time. C minor tonic, example 2. Second time. And here's the third and final example using C minor as a tonic on the playback. And best of luck on exams. Here's the last one. Here's the second playing. And good night.